Well, hello, and welcome to Ash Plays MTG. Yay. This is a special emergency broadcast because I just got in the mail my playbox of Aetherdrift. And I've been very excited for this set because racing is a fun thing, but death racing is even more fun. And I've loved death racing since 1990 something. Death Karts was my first one. I didn't even know about Mario Kart. Anyhow, so combat racing, Aetherdrift. That is what it is. And I am going to open these. And we're going to see what I get. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Wow, that looks lovely. And I'm going to be saving the box topper until the end. See if it looks good on one of these random little things that I got. And your eyes on the prize. I like that. Cool. Alright, that'll be for the end. Okay, 30 play boosters, let's go. I kind of feel like I should wait for there actually to be someone here. I do know. You know what? It's being recorded. Someone, you want to watch this later? You can see it. Let's see what kind of cards we've got. And let's crack these packs. Anyone have like a specific way to open my packs? I don't. I just sort of tear into them. Okay. Now, I've never done this before, but I've heard that there's the boring stuff and then there's the exciting stuff, and people want to see the exciting stuff over the boring stuff. And you know what? That's fine. You can want that. But I'm going to do this my way, I guess. Anyhow, Aetherdrift Art Series, 43 of 54. And it looks to be something crazy. Art. Cool. Alright. First up, we've got Plains. Everyone loves Plains. And then the first card that we've gotten. Legorin, Soul of Alaxia. Legendary creature, beast mount. I do love green-white. Here, is this easier for you to see? There we go. Whenever Legorin attacks while saddled, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target mounts and or vehicles. And it's a flying with a 1/1. That seems pretty good. And it is uncommon, so that makes sense. Alright. Curse Cloth Wrapping. Zombies you control get +1/+1. Ah, zombies are kind of making their comeback. So I've heard. And your graveyard gains Embalm. Oh, Embalm's new. The Embalm cost is equal to its mana cost. Embalm. Exile that card and pay its Embalm cost. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a white zombie in addition to its other types and has no mana cost. Embalm only has a sorcery. Okay, I've never seen white and zombie go together, so that is pretty cool in my eyes. Alright, let's see what else we got. Sundial, Dawn Turret, legendary artifact creature construct, 2 mana for a 3/3 artifact creature. That's pretty good, except for the legendary bit. But, you know, is what it is. We follow as it walks at the head of the ever-breaking day. Is it leading the dawn, or does it march to some forgotten celestial order? It does not answer our questions, so faith must sustain us. Lol. Alright, next up. Guide Light Pathmaker. Our first vehicle. 1 blue, 1 white, and 4 colorless. Vigilance. Whenever this vehicle enters, you may search your library for an artifact card and reveal it. Put it onto the battlefield if its mana cost is 2 or less. Otherwise, put it into your hand and shuffle. Nice. Everyone loves a tutor. Now, maybe not a tutor for 6 mana, though it is a 6/5 with Vigilance and a crew of 2, so actually that's a pretty good card. At least in terms of cost efficiency. But I actually don't know what I'm talking about, so it's okay. But I would like to feel that I'm confident enough to know that that is probably a good card. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in chat. Alright, Road Rage. Very on brand. Instant Road Rage deals X damage to target creature or player, where X is 2 plus the number of mounts and vehicles you control. End Riders learned the rules of the road on Gestahl, which means they didn't learn any rules at all. For 1 mana as an instant, dealing X damage, which is X is +2 plus the number of mounts and vehicles. This is going to be the new shock. This is going to be the new lightning bolt. This is going to make red decks excellently terrible. That's disgusting, and I love it. All right. Ooh. Next on the list, we have Rangers Aether Hive. Okay, Artifact Vigilance. Artifact Vehicle Vigilance. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, create a 1/1 colorless stopper artifact creature token with flying. Nice. Ooh, and a crew 1 for 3/5 for 3. That's got good synergy. You can make like a 3-color green, white, blue deck just from this pack that I'm looking at. I like that. Alright, well, that's that one. Next up, Starting Column. Start your engines. One of the other new abilities that have come with Aetherdrift. If you have no speed, it starts at 1. It increases once on each of your turns when an opponent loses life. Max speed is 4. I was talking to a friend about this, and I likened it to the ring mechanics in terms of having the 4 levels. But also it encourages relentless attacking because you want to make sure your opponent's losing life each turn until you get up to 4. So add 1 mana of any color for, okay, so it's just a straight mana rock with max speed, sacrifice, draw 2 cards, and discard 1. And it gets you your engines running, so that's pretty good too. Alright, love a new mana rock with fun abilities. Pothole Mole. Creature, Mole. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards. Then you may return a land card from your graveyard to your hand. Ah, yes. Green and lands. Everyone loves green and lands. Someone please call Pest Control. Again. Termin, track designer. Alright, pretty decent. What else we got? Alright, Mutant Surveyor. Black, Mutant Scout. Start your engines. That's our second one. If you have no speed, do 1. Alright, so it's a shade. Creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. I can't remember if shades were 2 or what. I mean, shades were typically 1 black, so this is a worse shade. And then max speed, exile it from your graveyard, draw a card. Oh, that's nice. There's not much draw card in black, as far as I remember, anyways. Bestow Greatness. Oh, look at the cute doggo. Oh man, that is adorable. Instant. Target creature gets +4/+4 and gains trample until end of turn. Exercise kindness for nothing remains small forever. This seems like something that probably exists already. I do not know card lists well enough to know if that's true. But that is an adorable art for a good effect for 3 mana, in my humble opinion, if I may. Alright, next common is Clamorous Ironclad. Menace. This creature can't be blocked. Everyone knows what Menace is. But if you don't, you can't be blocked unless you have 2 creatures blocking it. Crew 3. Okay. And Cycling. Fun. Kind of boring. Really cool art. Gotta love goblins and their whole need for speed. Alright. Next is Flood the Engine. 2 colors. Enchant creature or vehicle. When it enters, tap. Oh, creature or vehicle. Enchanted permanent loses all abilities and doesn't tap. Good name and fun art for a theme that we are all aware of for 3 mana. Good enchantment right there. And then finally... Oh no, I did go in the wrong order, didn't I? Oh, I don't think I got a rare in this pack. Swiftwing Assailant. White, 3 colorless, flying, start your engines, and max speed and gets +0/+ vigilance. Okay. I don't actually think I got... Let me see. Come on. Oh man, I went right past it. I didn't even look. Okay, so the rare of this pack is Curse Cloth Wrappings. And I honestly think that's a pretty decent rare. I like that. I will totally be making a zombie deck. I've never actually wanted to play Orzhov or black and white dual color decks before, but this is making me want to. Alrighty then. On that, my friends, and whoever else is here, and the Void. I love you, Void. That was pack 1. Let's get on to pack 2. You can go there now, Mr. Art. Cool. Alrighty. See what is what next. starting from the bottom then. Apparently that's... Actually, no. Makes sense to go this way, because people want to see the rare. Thopter. That is a fun Thopter. Swamp. The holographic is Deathless Pirate. Or Pilot. Ooh, a Pilot. This creature saddles, mounts, and crew vehicles as though its power were 2 greater. So a pilot. This pilot is a 4. Oh, that's pretty cool. And returning from your graveyard to your hand. Nice. Love recursion. Alright. The rare of this pack. Howl Squad Heavy. Goblins making their return. Start your engines. Other goblins you control have haste. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 red goblet creature token. That token attacks this combat if able. I mean, it should be able. It has haste. Max speed. Ooh. Add a 1 red for each goblin you control. This is going to be the cornerstone of a bunch of new red goblin decks, I'm assuming. Now you just need a Goblin Lord on top of the goblins you control have haste. And it's not even legendary, so, you know, you sack them on the field. Well, that's a good rare. I appreciate that. Thank you, Wizards, for that. Or would I be thanking Fire and Forge? I think I'm going to thank me and my luck. We'll see how my luck holds on. I'm not going to go super quick because I don't think anyone else is seeing this stuff either. So next is Stock Up. Sorcery. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Put 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Right? Pretty standard for 3 mana. Nesting Bot. 1 white. Artifact Creature Robot. Start your engines for 1 white. Nice. When this creature dies, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. Okay, and then max speed, the creature gets +1/+0. Very interesting. Next up, Dredger's Insight. 1 green, 1 colorless. Whenever 1 or more artifacts and or creatures leave your graveyard, you gain 1 life. Leave your graveyard. Ooh, interesting. When this enchantment enters, mill 4 cards. You may put an artifact creature or a land card from among the mill cards into your hand. Pretty standard for 2. It's an enchantment on the field, which is nice. And removing them from your... Oh, well, like the guy who just showed up in our... on the holographic. You pay 4 and he goes back, and that means he's leaving your graveyard. Alright, well, that's not bad. Next up, Boom Scholar. Nice goblins. Growl for the win, which is green-red for the Unravnicud. Exhaust abilities of other permanents you control cost 2 less to activate. Well, considering we haven't seen much exhaust abilities, that's pretty nice, I guess. Exhaust. 4 red-green creatures and vehicles you control gain trample until end of turn. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on this creature. Okay. So, both this ability helping and then a ridiculously overexpensive overrun, but on the field. So that's cool. Alright, next. Wreck Remover. Artifact Creature Construct. 4 mana. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. You gain 1 life. It's from a graveyard, so that has synergy with that thing we just went past. The Dredger's Insight enchantment. Alright, and then that's cycling. Cycling's fun. Cool beans. Next up, Camera Launcher. Oh, that's funny looking. 3 mana. Artifact Creature Construct. Exhaust 3. Put a +1 encounter on this creature. Create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. Fling! I wonder... Oh. Each exhaust ability only once. Okay, cool. I literally had that question and it answered it for me. I love that. Okay. Next. Yeah. But can you see it? No. I feel like holding it up is just going to be what I do. Though you're more than welcome to tell me, chat, if there's a better way for me to do it. Because, you know, like I think I said at the beginning, total rank amateur at streaming. I'm hopefully not as much of an amateur at Magic. We'll find out at some point. Actually, we do find out constantly. That's why I play with slivers. Here I am, an amateur. Anyhow, Siphon Fuel. Target creature gets -2 or -6/-6 until end of turn. You gain 2 life. Fun times for black. Gibberic Omnivore. Beast. 2, 3/2. Roll kill takes on an entirely different meaning when the beast you crash into is more likely to kill you. Nice. And then Swiftwing Assailant, we've seen that before. Thunderhead Gunner. That is a shark man with a giant plasma cannon. I'm a fan of that. Shark pirate. Reach. Discard a card, draw a card, activate only as a sorcery and only once each turn. Nice. Thanks. I like it too. I got it at DragonCon at the behest of someone who was like, come on, you're at DragonCon, you haven't bought anything yet, you need to buy something. So I did that. Nimble Thopterist. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with life. Nice. Cool. Alright. And that's that. Once again, our lovely rare was the House Squad Heavy, and I want to make a Goblin deck now, or at least a Growl deck. Alrighty. Pack number 3. Is it considerate of Magic to, or of Wizards to put it this way, or is it something else? I have no idea. Anyhow, oh cool! Look at it. Start your engines. Sorry about that. Dogs are not my forte. Okay. 3 is a good number. Let's see if it proves its worth. Start your engines. Whenever an opponent loses life during your turn, if your speed is 1 or greater, increase it by 1. Max speed is 4. The ability triggers only once per each turn. Hi, Jeremy. Mountain. That's unimportant. Okay. Broadcast Rambler. Oh, hey, it's what I'm doing. I'm broadcasting and rambling. Crack myself up. White 4 artifact vehicle. When this vehicle enters, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with 1. Crew 1. It's like we've seen it before. Okay. Our rare in this is Basri, Tomorrow's Champion. 1 mana. Legendary creature, human knight. Aw, thanks, Starlight. And 1 white tap. Exert. Create a 1/1 white cat creature token with lifelink. An exerted creature doesn't untap during your next untap step. 2/1. Cycling. When you cycle it, cats you control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. That's actually pretty cool. I don't know if he's a reprint or something, and like he's coming back in. Probably he's not. But as some people may know, Foundations was also kind of cat heavy, and I feel like cat decks, white cat decks are a thing that can be quite viable. So I'm loving this guy. We'll put him over there for the rare. Alright. We've got next. Keep wanting to like pull back, but that would defeat the purpose if you guys can't see the cards. Trade Helm, sorcery, exchange control of target artifact or creature you control, and target artifact or creature an opponent controls. 5 mana for exchanging control is pretty typical. Nice, fun, good blue stuff, good blue control. I'm a fan of that. Point the way. Okay, that's cool art. We've seen that little guy in other sets, and that pattern of planar portal reminds me of the Mom Aftermath set. So anyhow, enchantment, start your engines. Ooh, 1 mana enchantment. That's a good way to start the game. Once you get max speed, it just stays that way, so you'd be done by turn 4. Colorless green. 3 colorless green, sacrifice the enchantment, search your library for up to X basic land cards where X is your speed. Oh. Ooh. Oh, this would be so mean in my Mutant Scoot deck. Just dropping 4 lands on... Yep, onto the battlefield tap. Just dropping 4 lands right on the field. For a green, or for 4... That would be... actually, the cost of that is... No, anyhow. Tyrox, Saurid Tyrant, red, colorless, legendary creature, dinosaur warrior, and that is about it. That's interesting. There must be something about legendary creatures that I don't know about. Again, I don't know anything about this deck list, so maybe they have fun, important things. At the very least, they can go in my Joda deck. Broodheart Engine. At the beginning of your upkeep, Surveil 1. Sacrifice, return target creature vehicle from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only the sorcery. Okay, that's cool. I was When it was just green, black, I was like, oh, it's going to have mana, and then it didn't. But Surveil 1 is pretty good, I assume. There is good. Camera launcher, we saw this already. Exhaust, put a plus encounter, and create a Thopter. There we go. Streaking Oil Gorger. Vampire. Oh, I have a vampire deck I'm working on. Flying Haste. Start your engines. Max speed. This creature has lifelink. Makes sense that it's a common, but also pretty cool. They feed on oil. Where were they during the Phyrexian invasion? That is true. I actually saw this one from a preview a friend gave me. Beast Rider Vanguard, Human Knight. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a permanent card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Deathless Pilot. We've seen this guy before. 2 greater, and you can return him from your graveyard to your hand. And look at champions who can markedly more reckless after dying. Collision Course. White, colorless. Choose one. Collision Course deals X damage to target creature, where X is the number of permanents you control that are creatures and or vehicles, or destroy target artifact. For 2 mana, that seems really good. Doesn't even have like it needs to be tapped or anything. It's just X is the number of. Okay, cool. Battle to the Metal. Plus X plus 7 gains first strike until end of turn. No, that's pretty standard for that kind of thing. An instance. You gotta love instance. Combat tricks for the win. Guidelight Optimizer. Blue colorless robot. Tap, add a blue. Spends mana only to cast an artifact, spell, or activate an ability. That makes sense. And that's it. We're done with pack number 3. I think that was a decent enough pack. If I have any desire to make a cat pack or a cat deck, this guy will definitely help me. I have some cats from all over. It wouldn't be able to be standard. It would probably just be a vintage. Boop. Okay. Viewers, Void. Thanks, I guess. Let's crack pack number 4. Can we do it any louder? I'm not going to attempt to test that. Okay. First up is our token, which is a pilot. I have not seen that before, so cool. Yay, new tokens. Dismal Backwater. Comes into play tapped. It enters, you gain a life. Oh, love us Dismal Backwaters. Fingers crossed indeed. Scrounging Skyray. Flying whenever you discard 1 or more cards. Put them any plus encounters on this creature. Okay. Cycling. All that. Oh, Guardian Sun. Finally, I need horses. This is good to get. Whenever this creature attacks when saddled, search your library for a non-land permanent card of mana value 3 or less, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle saddleless 4/5/5 ward 2. Okay. I have a 5 mana horse in one of my decks that gives all horses like indestructible or something, so it'd be cool to throw this in there. Yeah, it's the automatic zoom working because I'm holding the card. I hope. Or maybe. Oh, more cats. Creatures. Zombie Cat Warrior. Pride of the Road. Pride of the Road. Name for the horse. Vigilance. Start your engines. Max speed. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature or vehicle you control gains double strike until end of turn. Oh, that's not bad. Gestalt Rider. Creature Vampire Rogue. Start your engine. When this creature enters, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an instant or sorcery card from it. Discard. Max speed. Get +1 and menace. Nice. Nice. Outpace Oblivion. Ooh, Night Chandra. It looks like you're managing it. Red 2. Start your engines. When this enchantment enters, it deals 5 damage to up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. 2. Sacrifice. It deals 2 damage to each creature or each player who doesn't have max speed. Nice. Finding a lot of start your engine enchantments. I bet there's one for every color. Veteran Beastmaster or Beast Rider. Look at that white green at the beginning. Ooh, and a Human Knight. Oh, my night deck is blue-white, so it doesn't work. At the beginning of your end step, untap each creature you control. Ooh. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Oh, that's nice. God, I miss my Seedborn Muse. I feel like I might still have one, but I feel like it's gone. Untapping your creatures and then, you know, finding some way to untap your lands. It's out there, I'm sure. And you can start frecking with other people on their turn. This artifact enters, draw a card. Target mount you control becomes saddled until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Target vehicle you control. Oh, nice. So using 2 mana to just, like, skip the power cost and not having to target or tap somebody else. So that's good. That makes perfect sense in a vehicle and mount heavy set. Chitin Gravestalker Insect Warrior costs 1 less to cast for each artifact and or creature card in your graveyard. 5/4 cycling 2. Okay, yeah, that's a common for you. Run Over. This costs 1 less to cast if it targets a mount or vehicle, and target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. I like this deal damage and not fight. Fights is bad. Dealing damage is much better. Grim Javelineer, creature, human warrior. Whenever you a target attacking creature gets +1/+7 until end turn. When the creature dies, Surveil 1. Kitty lost everything to the Eternals. And another Pedal to the Metal. Target creature gets +X and first strike. Glitch Ghost Surveyor. Interesting. Spirit Scout. Flying, start your engines, and max speed. Exile from your graveyard, draw a card. Oh, a blue version of a something else that we've seen. Light Shield Parry. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end turn cycling. Go instants. And that's that. Alright. To recap, our rare was the Guardian Sunmare, creature, horse, mount, ward 2, and put things on the field for 5. That's not actually that. I'm going past a lot of things that look like they're going to be 3 mana cost permanents you can put on the field. Yeah, because it's permanent cards. So it could be anything you want. Nice. Alright. Probably 5. I don't know. I've lost track. New pack. That's just what I'm going to say now. Alrighty. Trash can is going to be filled with colorful tinfoil. Pilot card. Ooh. That is a pretty island, you've got to admit. Dynamite Diver for our hollow Goblin Pilot. Creature saddles mounts. So it's power 2 greater. When it dies, deals 1 damage to any target. Makes sense. Does that count? It's upside down. Afterburner Expert is our rare. A green goblin. Okay. That has not been seen, I don't think. I could be wrong, but I've never seen it. Green colorless Goblin Artifaster Exhaust, which could only be used once. So let's take that with a grain of salt. 2+ most counters on this creature. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. That's pretty good. It's not a Radiant Lotus, but I will take it. Memory Guardian. Affinity for Artifacts is coming back. Oh my god, that makes me so happy. I started playing Magic when Maraudon was introduced, and for anyone who knows Maraudon, Artifacts was everything, and I had an Affinity deck, and I still have an Affinity deck, and it's so much fun. Which means that this might go there, because it's blue heavy, because a lot of the more recent sets that weren't Maraudon that had Affinity for Artifact had colors instead of just being colorless. So anyhow, Affinity for Artifact and flying for 3/4. I'm very happy to get that. Embalmed Ascendant, Orzhov, Zombie. Start your engines. When this creature enters, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token and max speed. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Nice. For 3 mana, that is not bad. Alright, cool. Zombies are making the... Oh, is that a sliver? No, it's a demon. It looks like a sliver. Chapet Archfiend for 7 mana, creature demon flying. Whenever this creature enters, all other creatures get -2/-2 while it's turned, and cycling. Well, a little board destruction there for way too much money. Tyrian World Tyrant. Ooh, that looks fun. And this is our green legendary creature that has nothing else on it for some reason. 5 for a 9/7. I mean, yeah, I get that. It's got nothing else. It's an uncommon. It's a legendary creature. I could give it 9/7. And then give it trample and then use it to win. Guidelight Matrix. We've seen that one before. Deathless Pilot. We've seen that one before. Stampeding Scurryfoot. Oh, a mouse. Mouses are in. Thanks to Bloomborough. Exhaust. Put plus most counter on this creature. Create a 3/3 green elephant token. Okay. Well, creature is great and small. Contribute to the stampede. Collision Gores. Seen this one already. Gilded Goda. Oh! If horses are going to be a thing, I really could make a white something horse deck. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, create a treasure token. Saddle 1. Nice. The 2. Pretty pretty decent for a single or common. I can talk. Trip Up. Target online permanent owner puts it on bottom of our library. We're done. Okay, cool. And that is pack number X plus something. And the rare was, again, the Afterburner Expert, a Goblin Artificer. I have never seen a green goblin except for in Spider-Man, so that was an interesting pull. All right. Now on for the next one. All right, Pilot. Jungle Hollow. Yep, land, dual color lands, gotta love those. Lightning Strike is our holographic common. Lightning deals 3 damage to any target. Yeah, that seems like a remake of some sort. All right, Perilous Snare. Boo, yay. Oh, hey, if you've been paying attention and you know which number it is, kudos. It is actually probably 6, 1, 2 lots. Yeah, maybe. Artifact. Start your engines. If you have no speed, you know what it does. When this artifact enters, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until this artifact leaves the battlefield, and with max speed, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or vehicle you control. Okay, so removal. Everyone loves removal, and it's a rare because it's removal cost. Most white removal that exiles something until it goes away is 3 mana. And then you get a +1/+1 counter engine, so that's nice. Ooh, first alternate art card. Very pretty. Artifact vehicle, flying, vigilance, 3/3 for 3. Pretty standard. Very nice. I'm going to put that over here. Wait, no, I'm going to put that over here. I don't know. You guys can't see it because I'm in front of it. Yeah, that kind of works. It doesn't. Cloudspire Coordinator. When this creature enters Scry 2, create X/1/1 colorless pilot creature tokens where X is the number of mounts and or vehicles that enter the battlefield under your control this turn. The tokens have this token. Saddle's power is 2 greater. Alright, so thing that creates pilots for red-white. Gotta love red-white. Those guys, they're so cool. Fangardian, Ape Druid, Flash. When it enters, another target creature or vehicle control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Nice, normal buff. 4 mana, Flash. Always fun. Suddenly you've got an extra blocker that they didn't know about. Boosted Sloop. Red and blue artifact creature menace. Whenever you attack, draw a card and then discard. Isn't this just the ship from the Assassin's Creed thing? I feel like it is. But hey, cool. It's a good vehicle. So reprinting its effects as something else makes perfect sense to me. Walking Sarcophagus. Zombie cats. Oh man, poor cats are all zombies. Start your engines, and max speed gets +1/+2. Alright, cool. There's going to be so much start your engines. Everyone by turn 4 is going to have their thing, which I guess is probably the point. Night Market. Enters tapped. When it enters, choose a color. Add a mana of the chosen color. Nice. Good fix. Decent fix anyways. I wish it was like... For those who missed it, Bestow Greatness, which has the most adorable pupper. I can't believe I said that sentence, and I'm never going to live it down. Being gigantified. It's cute. I'll give it that. Okay. Grim Javelier. I think that's new. That looks new to me. Whenever... Yes, go auto zoom, do your thing. There we go. Whenever you attack target, attack creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. When it dies, surveil. Cool. Alright. Another lightning bolt. Cool. Another flood the engine. Also cool. And another broadcast rambler. Cool. Alright, so our spoils, in my opinion anyways, of the pack are Perilous Snare and Air Response Unit with its pretty art. Alright, cool. Pack number maybe 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I counted, and unless there is... Yep, okay. Well, knowing the Netherlands wins because they properly tracked how many packs I'd open. So, pack 7. I have not seen the Zoolander card. I will pray that I open it. Not sure. Actually, you know, that would be ruined on me because I've never actually seen Zoolander. But feel free to yell out in chat that I got it because I'm not going to know. All right, lucky 7. Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. Token insect. That is an insect. Yep. Cool. Tranquil Grove. All right. Cove. We are up to our 3rd dual land. Holographic is Kickoff Celebrations. Red, colorless enchantment. Start your engines. When it enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Max speed. Sacrifice a creature and vehicles control gain haste until end of turn. I'm pretty sure that this is our first time seeing it, and that makes that the red enchantment for start your engines. Hooray! Ooh, on color here. Gostal Thrill Roller. Red to colorless. That's probably true. No, I haven't seen Zoolander. I had a sheltered childhood. It's a whole thing. Trample Haste. When this vehicle enters, it becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Oh, nice. That's cool. Discard a card, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Activate only as a sorcery. Can you remove finality counters using things that remove counters? Yeah, no, totally didn't see it. Also, I don't want to change that. It is a silly movie, and I'm not sure I would be able to watch it. Scrounging Skyray, Fish Pirate. Flying. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, put that many plus and less encounters on this creature. So red and blue having a little synergy there. Cool beans. Detention Chariot. When this vehicle enters, exile target creature artifact and foe controls until this vehicle leaves the battlefield. Also removal. I make no promises. We'll see what happens. That's an extra 3 mana for the removal, but it is a 6/6 vehicle that shows up. So, I mean, I guess makes sense that it would have the extra. Apocalypse Runner. Ooh, that's pretty. That looks more like it would be from the space one than the racing one, but... artifact vehicle. Target creature you control with power 2 or less gains lifelink until end of turn and can't be blocked. Nice. Cool. 4 mana for a 6/5 with that ability is what it is. Don't avoid the wreck, survive it. Elven Refueler. Yeah, that makes sense to me. During your turn, as long as you haven't activated an exhaust ability this turn, you may activate exhaust abilities as though they haven't been activated. Okay, so the exhaust is once per game, and then this helps you do it again. I like that. Next time it shows up on... Okay, well, I can just wander by, and if I get hooked, I get hooked, and if I don't, I don't. Aether Jacket. I have not seen that either, I expect. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen. Have you seen Titan AE? Or, well, that one's easier. Titan AE, though, is a good question. Some people have not seen it, and they should. Aether Jacket. 3, artifact, Thopter, Flying Vigilance, sacrifice, destroy another target artifact, activate only as a sorcery. Nice, nice, pretty art. Love Thopters. Alcarian Jaguar, cat, mount more cats, vigilance. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Okay, is it going to be attacking at some point when it's not saddled? Can you attack with mounts that aren't saddled? I have no idea. Chat, need your help. Can mounts attack when they're not saddled, or like vehicles, can they only be used when they've been saddled / crewed? I guess I'll find out at some point. Risky Shortcut. Yes, lovely. That is going to drive you and me both crazy. What is the problem here? Draw 2 cards, each player loses 2 life. Makes sense. Straight and simple. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. All right, we're going with that. Mounts attack and block normally. You saddle them to get the effect they have for saddling. Okay, that makes sense to me. Basically a normal creature. Cool. All right. Nope, that doesn't look close enough. This is supposed to be such a good camera. It is not. It is failing me. Make up your mind, zoom. Here, zoom on this. Cool. Now, zoom on that. It's taking everything into account. All right, well, this idea is out. But I tried. Thank you for allowing me to try. Burner Rocket. Artifact vehicle. Flash. When this vehicle enters, target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gain trample until end of turn. Well, that's pretty good for 2 mana. Yes, that is a truth. Come on. Look for me here. Affinity for artifacts. Nice. This creature can't be blocked this turn. 5/6 for a serpent, which could come out for 2 mana if you wanted. That's pretty good. Alright. That's the perfect amount right here. Is that what we got? Never. Start your engines for another cat. Leonin. Ooh, they actually referenced it as a Leonin. That's good. During your turns, creature has first strike, exile, and draw a card. Lovely. Love it. I feel like that's, we've seen that sort of thing before. Now we have more. Endriser, Catalyzer. Start your engines, max speed, add 2 mana. That's pretty good. That seems good for a thing to put into red decks. Alright, cool. Look at all that stuff. Once more for the recap, our rare is the Gastral Thrill Roller with Trample Haste, becomes an artifact creature, and return it to the graveyard with a finality counter. I feel like lucky number 7 might have failed us a bit, but that is fine. I like some of the cards that weren't the rare, so I'll leave it at that. Alrighty. I can't tell if I'm going too fast or not. Alright, we're getting an art card this time instead of a counter. Ooh, land. Full art land. I do love full art lands. Alright, our rare comes from blue. Unstoppable Pain. Blue 2 colorless enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, untap all non-land permanents you control. Okay. That is the second. This is the second thing that has untapped things at an end step. So, I mean, it's good effects. Like, you want that, and that's not a bad rare. But I'm sorry, my brain is trying to already deck build. Oh yay! It was a double rare pack. Nice. Bloodghast. I saw this. 2 black. Creature is a vampire spirit, can't block, has haste as long as an opponent has 10 or less life. Landfall, whenever a land you control enters, you may return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. I swear that this was just in Foundations, but this is a hilarious... this baby runs on unleaded, negative. This is a great alternate art card for that. Also, I have no idea if that's worth anything. Probably not. Or chat will tell me in a minute. Spike Shell Harrier. Artifact creature, robot turtle. When this creature enters, the return target creature or vehicle and opponent controls to its owner's hand. So it's a bounce card. If that opponent's speed is greater than each other player's speed, reduce that opponent's speed by 1. This effect can't reduce their speed below 1. I didn't know there were effects that let you reduce speed. It obviously makes sense. Like, I should have expected that, but this is our first time finding one. Target acquired. Resolution. Imminent impact. Alrighty. Ooh, hey, it's core. Which you can't tell because my camera is a piece of shit. For all that it says that it's not. Fucking hell. Alright, we're just going to play with zoom. And that's what we're going to do. Because I don't want to make it that you guys can't see it. Because I can't hold my freaking hand steady. Let's not do that. Alright. That looks clear. This is how we're going to do it from now on. You'll just see my fingers snatching things up. Canyon Vaulter. White, colorless, flying. Creature core pilot. Whenever this creature saddles a mount or crews a vehicle during your main phase, that mount or vehicle gains flying until end of turn. Well, that's nice. I think pilot automatically means that it does more, the two thing, but maybe it needs to actually say it on the card. Whenever you discard one or more cards, put that many +1 counters on this creature. Okay, cool. Another shark pirate. Love shark pirates. Wretched doll. Oh, creepy. Is that what? Oh, you're right. Oh, that's hilarious. That is so true. I love it. Okay. Wretched doll, artifact creature, toy, black taps, reveal 1. Gotta love that. You don't have to love it. I'm not gonna love it. Why do I keep saying that? Because you can. Starting column, good. It's nice to have more than one of the mana rocks. I'll take it. Skybox Fairy. Ooh, this one's new. 5 mana, artifact vehicle, flying, crew 2, and cycling. Cycling is a good thing to have on something that costs 5 and is just a common. I shouldn't have done that way. Cool. Risky shortcut. Saw this one already. Draw 2 cards. Each player loses 2 life. Veloheart Bike. When this vehicle enters, you gain 2 life. Add 1 mana on any color. That's pretty standard. The 3 mana for the any color. It's good to know that that's being continued in green. Burner Rocket. We've seen that already. Card creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains trample. Aetherdrifter, which is, I think, my first vehicle that's had the vehicle border, which we saw in Kamigawa? Neo Kamigawa the first time. Flying, when it enters, draw 2 cards. Nice. Oh, 5 mana for 2 cards. Yeah, it's common. Makes sense. Light Shield Parry. We have also seen this one. And that's it for that. Alright. Highlights of this one. The blue shell, which I love that. That's what that is. The alternate art Bloodghast and Unstoppable Plan. So a lot of at the beginning, or a lot of untaps. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, chat. Give me 1 quick second. I just realized that all of my lights are down. And that is a silly thing to do when you want people to see cards. Or your camera to work properly, now that I think about it. Ooh, that looks much nicer. Does it? Actually, I'll give you guys a chance to tell me. Should I change it back, or is it this good? What do we think? Tick, 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 tick. Okay. Well, you guys can complain about it later. Okay, cool. So that was pack number 8. Well, I'm just going to have a huge stack growing and growing and growing. All right, number 9. Or, yeah, number 9. Thank you, Cherry, for letting me know. Much appreciated. Ooh, all right. First time we are having a vehicle token. We get a shiny forest. And our holographic is Interface Ace, artifact creature robot pilot. When it saddles, mounts, and crews vehicles using its toughness rather than... Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. It uses its toughness for the saddle rather than its power, which is why it's a 0/4. Whenever this creature becomes tapped during your turn, untap it. This ability triggers only once each turn. Dang. Does that mean it can double saddle or crew? That's amazing. Oh, thanks. I love that I have my own price checker. Thank you, Jerry. Ooh, it's a rare and an alternate art. House Squad Heavy. We got this already, but I really like that art. That's a good alternative art. Ooh, and it's a double rare. The other one we have is Captain Howler Sea Scourge. Ward 2, pay 2 life. Wait, you have to pay 2 mana and 2 life to get through with this guy? That's great. Okay, blue-red. Look at you. Whenever you discard one or more cards, target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn for each card discarded this way. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player, this turn you draw a card. I did not think that would be picked up. For those hearing a tapping sound, please ignore it. It is old pipes. I say that, but I actually don't know if that's what it is. If I turn the gain down, will it make it harder to hear? Nope. Nope, we're just going to hear it. Well, that's kind of annoying. Wait. No, I didn't do it. Alright, sorry about that. Anyhow, I love this House Squad Heavy. That looks really cool. And this guy isn't too bad either. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player this turn, you draw a card. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm going to put that there. Put that there. Interface Ace is nice, but it is not a cool looking rare. Sure. I don't know. Whatever. I'm probably overthinking this. Okay. Next up, we've got Alcarian Armory. Our artifact creatures you control get +0/+1 and have vigilance. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose up to 1 target mount or vehicle control until end of turn it becomes saddled or an artifact creature. That's a pretty good artifact, actually. Cool. Ancient Vendetta, sorcery. Choose a card name. Oh, I'm sorry, Jerry, but apparently I got an Ancient Vendetta. So it's choose a card name, search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for up to 4 cards with that name, and exile them. Then that player shuffles. Jerry was complaining that this is going to ruin any of his single card to win decks. And he's right. It is. He's going to need counter spells. Dang, that's funny. Marauding Mako. We saw that. Whenever you discard one more cards, put that many ++ counters on this creature. Wreck Remover. We saw that. Artifact Creature Construct. Whenever this creature enters or attacks. Lotus Guard Disciple. Probably. This is new. And a bird. Might go into the bird deck. Flying. When this creature enters, target creature or vehicle gains lifelink and then destructible until end of turn. Okay. So lifelink, or the fact that it says target creature or vehicle means it's definitely going into the bird commander deck. Hazard of the Dunes. Trample. Reach. Oh man, a 4-mana worm. Gotta love that. Put 3/+1 custom counters on the creature. That makes sense. That's a decent common. It's aggravating that nature can build better hazards than I ever could. Aw, poor Termin. Next up, we've got Maximum Overdrive. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Gains death touch and indestructible until end of turn. Cool. That's our little black flavored combat trick. Creature, Shark Pirate, Reach, discard a card. We saw that one as well. Howler's Heavy. This one's new. Seal Pirate. Seal Pirate. Cycling. Draw a card. When you cycle this card, target creature or vehicle and opponent controls gets -3, -0 until end turn. So another combat trick from a hilarious thing. Spot Cycle Scouter. When it enters, scry 2, and it's 3/2. Cool. All right. I think this has been my best pack. Since, just in terms of, yay, I got 2 rares, and one of them is Goblin in a mystery machine with rockets attached to it. Alrighty. because I can't leave well enough alone. All right, pack number 10 probably. Remember, chat, that I am making this all up as I go, as this is, yeah, everything and all that. Hopefully someone will enjoy seeing this later. You're going to have to learn how to use Instagram. Ooh. Dinosaur Dragon. Token creature. Dinosaur Dragon. Flying 4/4. I wonder which card produces that. I hope I get the card that produces that. For our land, we have a Dismal Backwater. So, yay for another one of the dual lands. Collision Course. We've seen that. And now for our rare... Fearless Swashbuckler. I'm going to have to make red-blue deck. It has to happen now. Haste. Vehicles you control have haste. Whenever you attack, if a pirate and a vehicle attack this combat, draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards. Nice. So red and red again for hasting on things. Love it. Cool. Alright. No double rare this time, unfortunately, but that's okay. Ranger's Refueler. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, draw a card, and it becomes a card effect creature. Put a +1 counter on it. Is it? Oh, no, I guess that's permanent, because it doesn't say until end of turn, and it doesn't say any of the other things you would think it would. So, cool. Unanswering Sloth. Whenever this creature gains, whenever this creature attacks while saddled, it gains indestructible until turn. Untap all creatures you control. Nice. This saddle versus pilot thing, it's really cool. I did not get into Outlaws, so I missed the whole saddle thing until now. Reach, start your engines, max speed. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play this card this turn. That's going to go into one of my commander decks that I will never, I mean, I probably will build it, but it's going to be on here, and we'll see if that works. This land enters tapped unless you control a mount or vehicle. Add a black, sacrifice the land, create a colorless pilot creature. Nice. Light wheel enhancements. Aura, enchant creature or vehicle, start your engines. Permanent gets +1/+1 and has vigilance. Max speed. You may cast this card from your graveyard. Ooh, nice. Okay. Also, I love that art. It's very like, what's the word I'm looking for? Tron. Giberic Omnivore, we saw this one. And Maximum Overdrive, we saw this one. And Bounce Off. Return target creature or vehicle to its owner hand. Nice. Yep. Straight forward bounce for blue. Daring Mechanic. Creature, Human Artificer, put a +1/+1 counter on target mount or vehicle. Just a few more bolts. Sure, alright. And we should be good to go. That's funny. When they do Final Fantasy and they do alternate arts for things, the Daring Mechanic really needs to be the lady from Final Fantasy. Which Final Fantasy is it? It's not 14. It's 15. From Final Fantasy 15. Magmakin Artillerist, Elemental Pirate. Whenever you discard one or more cards, the creature deals that much damage to each opponent. Oh, nice. Whenever you cycle it, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Cool, cool. And Keen Buccaneer, Octopus Pirate. I'm loving all the marine animal pirates. It's great. Vigilance, Exhaust. Draw a card, then discard a card. Put a +1 counter on this creature. Activate each ability once. Cool. Alright, Fearless Swashbuckler. Loving it. Okay. I mean, I can read that, so it should be fine. Also, your screens are probably smaller. I don't know. Thank you for continuing to be with me here as I open Aetherdrift cards on camera. As a thing that I am doing. One quick second. Because talking is exhausting. Excuse me. Alright, pack number 12? 11? Lots. Alright. That is a pretty art. Thornwood Falls. Enters tapped. Gain a life. So that's the green-white now. Spin out. Destroy target creature or vehicle. Fairly standard. Ooh, rude. I think. Anyhow, land. Add a blue, add a green, activate only if you control a forest or an island. I wonder how much these lands are going to be. It's nice that it comes into play untapped, but also the second ability is kind of, well, yes, if you have an island, then you get your forest. Yeah, well, okay, it's a pretty decent rare land, I'll give it that. Considering what some of the other rare lands will do to you, that one seems pretty safe, let's say. Diversion unit. Flying. Sacrifice this creature, counter target instant or sorcerer spell unless it's control base 3. Declarative. Goodbye. Haunted Hell Ride. Nice. It's a demure. Whenever you attack, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains death touch until end of turn. Untap it. And it can target itself. So that's super useful for 3. Sky, Serpent, Seeker, Flying, Death Touch. Oh, man. Oh, the Death Touch, too. And my Death Touch deck is straight green. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal 2 land cards. Put them into the battlefield, tapped, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. A +1 counter on this creature. Nice. Alright. That's pretty good. Verges are 10 on average. Demure one has been the most popular thing through from Dustborn. Oh. Oh, verges are a thing. Oh, it's like the pathways. Oh, I bet. Or at least similar to them. I like the pathways better, I think. Next up, Gostral Thrill Seeker, Lizard Berserker. Start your engines. When it enters, it deals damage to target opponent. You gain a life, and it gets Death Touch at max speed. Pretty good for a 2/3 for 2. Stall out. Tap target creature or vehicle, then put 3 stun counters on it. Nice. Oh, yay, another interface ace. Perfect. Cool. I hope I have a play set by the end of this unpacking. Spin out, killing again. Sylvan Strength. This one's new. Enchant. When it enters, untap enchanted permanent, and it gets +1/+2 and has reach. The untap makes this a little nicer than things that are similar to it. Because I'm pretty sure there were flash auras that gave, thing and reach, but this one gives you an untap. So you can untap a creature and then use it as a blocker. Yes, good stuff. Destroy target vehicle, crash and burn, deals 6 damage to target creature or planeswalker. So 4 for 6 damage or destroy. And nothing to help you do it more than once. Interesting. Alright, well, that's the thing. Midnight Mangler. Ooh, I like the art on that. It'd be cool if we got that. With an alternate art, but that's pretty cool art. During turns other than yours, this vehicle is an artifact creature. Oh, that's nice. So you get an extra blocker. And finally, a Spot Cycle Scouter, which we have seen. Alright, so the rare was a Verge, and that's okay. And there we go. Alright, let's see what's next. Well, this is our preview stream, we should say, because it's not, the thing isn't out yet. But I will definitely be doing another stream next week, probably, when I get my pack from TCG Player, and we'll see what I get in that one. So feel free to join me again, chat, should you wish to, if you want to. The Void will also be joining us, I will let you know that. Insect token and a white. Our holographic is Broadside Barrage, continuing our delightful red-blue pirate theme, I should say. Deals 5 damage to target creature or player, draw a card, then discard a card. That is not bad for 3 mana. Alright. The rare is Zahor Glory's Past, a zombie cat warrior. Those poor cats, why are they zombies? Start your engine. Sacrifice another creature, Silver 1, activate only once per turn, and at max speed, whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token. For 2 mana, that's pretty good. You'll have your start your engines on turn 2, unless you find some way to trick it in, and then getting creatures. I mean, sure, they'll be tapped, but we've seen plenty of things that'll let you untap during your end steps, so they'll still be available. Ooh, even better, it was a double rare, and this one is more my speed. Thopter Fabricator. Flying. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a colorless Thopter creature token. 4/4 for 3. That's not terrible. Blue tends to have lots of draw. And this blue-red will have even more draw because there's a lot of red draw and discard. So that means you'll at least be getting a creature return if you want. I mean, sure, but like, okay, you know, the Egyptian theme thing, you're right. It is that, and it makes perfect sense. I have a thing for cats, and I feel bad if they're zombies. All right, so double rare from this pack. If you'd like to see them here. And then we have, on the subject of Amonkhet. Amonkhet Raceway. Start your engines. Add a colorless. Max speed. Target creature gains haste until end of turn. Stage 2. The Sand and Waters of Amonkhet. Ooh, that must mean that there are 4 raceways. Or however many stages there are. I would love to get all of them so I can have that thematically. Like, that works for me. Sky Serpent Seeker, we've seen that. Gistral Thrill Seeker, we have seen that. Interface Ace, we are now at 3, which is good. Camera Launcher, also seen that. Alcarian Jaguar. Wreckage Wickerfolk, this one's new to me. Artifact Creature Scarecrow. Hey, Scarecrows, they're coming back. They're gonna scare you. Flying when this creature enters your veiled too. That's pretty cool. Burner Rocket we've seen. Trip Up we've seen. And Swiftwing Assailant we have seen too. So once again, Zombie Cat. Broadside Barrage for the holographic. And Thopter Fabricator. Not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. Sorry about that. That was a lot of arm, wasn't it? Holy crap. It's already been an hour. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not worried anymore about only being able to do it in 50 minutes. Probably because I'm talking so much. But hey, isn't that what people do? They talk. People talk. Interact with their viewers. All right. Very pretty. Actually, not so pretty. Sure. Land. Holographic land. Foul Roads. Enters tapped unless you control. Okay, we got that one already. Create a pilot token. Yep. All right. Our rare is on. It's only one. Boop. Mindspring Merfolk. 1 mana. Exhaust. 2 mana X. Draw X cards. Put a +1/+1 counter on each Merfolk creature you control. Very nice. Too bad it doesn't start your engines or something, but I guess that would broke it. I just realized you started going through. I mean, when you open them, like, that's what's there. And I didn't feel like flipping the cards because I feel like I would have, yeah, like, I'm going to get them messed up. So it's just easier for me to do it this way. Because then I know that the card's going to show up the way that I want it to show up. Transit Mage. This is new. Whenever this creature enters, you may search your library for an artifact with mana value 4 or 5. Reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle. Okay. Considering how many vehicles we've been seeing of 4 or 5, that is not terrible. Remember, you can take the wheel if you want, but I choose the music. Nice. Air Response Unit. Flying Vigilance. Crew 1. Defend the Rider. Choose 1. Target permanent you control gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. I mean, look. I open it this way, and then I pull it out. I'll show you. I'll do it on for you'll see. Reckless Velocitar. It's a Minotaur pilot. Whenever this creature saddles or mounts or a mount or crews a vehicle during your main phase, it gains +2/+0 and gains trample on turn. Very nice. Night Market. Pretty sure we've seen this. We have seen this. It's choose a color. Okay, cool. Broken Wings. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Green does not like flying. So much destroy creature with flying. Engine Rat. Zombie Rat. Death Touch. 6 mana. Each opponent loses 2 life. Okay, that's an interesting comment. There's gotta be a way to make like a lot of black mana if you wanted to. Stampeding Scurryfoot. We saw that. It gets you a 3/3 artifact or elephant creature token. Voyager Quick Welder. Artifact creature robot artificer. Artificer spells you or artifact spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. The problem is that it's white. So it's not going to be going in any of my artifact decks because all my artifact decks are blue and black. But pretty cool. We've seen things like it. We will see things like it again. Pedal to the Metal, and finally Nimble Thopterist, which I'm not 100% sure we've seen before, but he gets you Thopters, and Thopters are cool. So there's that. Mindspring Merfolk people, give her a round of applause. Okay, so to answer your question, somehow, sort of, I'm gonna unzoom. I'm not gonna touch the fucking settings. I'll move these. Open from the back so that I can pull on this and get it to pop, and then open, and then I'm faced with the back, and then I flip, and boom, the rares are over up at the top here. Yes. Okay, cool. And that's my process. It's cool, ain't it? Alright, start your engines token, holographic swamp, holographic Venom Sack Lagok, that's new. Lizard Mount, Death Touch, whenever it attacks while saddled, gets +0, +3 until end of turn. Saddles only as a sorcery, so now that I'm seeing that, it's interesting. Alright, a rare is Far Fortune End Boss. Legendary creature, human mercenaries. Start your engines. Whenever you attack, Far Fortune deals 1 damage to each opponent. Oh, that's nice. I mean, they might have been in the back usually. Actually, no, you're right. They did change the organization of it. I do remember packs were the token and the land, the token and or the land, and then it started on commons. You were looking at the commons when you opened it. I feel like. Could be wrong. Yeah, no, I agree with you. That is what I remember seeing too. Bet you anything, though, that it's because people are doing things like this that they've changed it so that you can get to the rare quicker when you crack a pack for people. Thanks, Wizards. Whenever you attack, you deal 1, and then max speed. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage +1 instead. Now, I love the cards that do this. And it's all well and good. My only problem with this guy is he's 4 mana. So he cannot go into my red-black, deal more damage than you're supposed to deal, commander deck with Obosh Prey Piercer. Very nice, sir, but unfortunately. And everything in that deck except for maybe 2 cards is Obosh's, thing about needing it to be... Now, here's the thing, though. I'm using it as a commander, even though the deck is close to being enough for him to be a companion. Maybe I should pick a second commander and then use a companion. We'll see. And then use him just as a companion. Pit Automaton, this one is new. Artifact Construct Defenders, add 2 colorless, spend it only to activate abilities. Nice. To tap, when you next activate an exhaust ability this turn, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. That is nice. That is some good stuff there. Fang Druid Summoner, also a new one. Ape Druid. Where are these apes coming from? When this creature enters, you may search your library and or graveyard for a creature card with no abilities. Oh, interesting. Reveal it and put it into your hand. You may search your library this way if you search your library. Okay, so the fact that it went into hand and not into grave or into battlefield makes me less like, oh, this is so cool, because I was thinking of all of the like ability-less legendaries that we've been seeing. Boosted Sloop, it's 2, which is good. Avishkar Raceway. Oh, hey, this is stage 1. Start your engines, add a colorless, and then max speed, discard a card, and draw a card. I don't remember what the other one did. But stage 1, the winding streets of Girapur. Alright, so we have stage 1 and stage 2. Hopefully we will get stage 3 at some point, and 4, or however many stages there are, but I would like to see all of them. That would be cool. Ticket Tortoise, artifact creature, turtle, defender. When this creature enters, if an opponent controls more land than you, you create a treasure token. Admit 1, enjoy the race. Defender with 3/1. Wreckage Witherfolk, that is our scarecrow trying to get away. Pothole Mole, seen that one. Endrider Catalyzer. This is new. No, it's not new. Max speed is, yeah, we've seen this one before. Keen Buccaneer, seen that Octopus Pilot before. It's hard to forget an Octopus Pilot. Daring Mechanic, it's not Final Fantasy, and it should be, and our Thunderhead Gunner. And once again, the rare, and we did not get 2, which was unfortunate, but it happens frequently, is Far Fortune End Boss. Give him a gander. And this is our box topper, which I will be opening at the end of the stream. Stick around to see what we got. Alright, goodbye, End Boss. Daring Mechanic is Mario. That might make more sense. Oh, Daring Mechanic is Mario. Got it. Is it? No, he doesn't have the mustache for it. Oh, he does. He does have the mustache for it. You know what? I can see it. Mario. Okay. And now for pack number, whichever pack that was. We'll find out at some point. No, Pilot. Scarred Barons. Oh, excellent. So now I've got the white, black. Good. We're just getting them all. Our holographic is unfortunately some random common, and it's Gibberic Omnivore. Alright. Our rare is Voyager Glidecar. Also our only rare. 1 white. When this vehicle enters, scry 1, tap 3 other untapped creatures you control until end of turn. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature and gains flying. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. Oh, okay. That has some ramp potential. Unless someone takes it out, which they might. But also you're getting a 2/3 for 1 with scry, which is like great. Turn 1. As far as I understand turn 1. Someone is more than welcome to correct me if I'm wrong. So that is the Voyager Glide card. Alright, we also got Broadside Barrage. Roadside Assistance. Oh, this one's new. White colorless enchantment aura. Enchant creature or vehicle. When this aura enters, create a 1/1 colorless pilot creature token. Cool. Enchanted permanent gets +1/+1 and has lifelink. Not bad, not terrible. It is a thing. Molt Tender. 1 green. Tap mill a card. Tap exile a card from your graveyard. Add 1 mana of any color. Okay. I can see how you might use this for like graveyard recursion or like, you know, getting stuff off of your deck so that your combo comes sooner. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of milling myself or using or exiling from graveyard. But hey, other people will probably have a field day with that. Spire Mech Cycle. Artifact. Haste. Exhaust. Tap another untapped mount or vehicle you control. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature. Put a +1/+1 on it for each mount and or vehicle you control other than this vehicle. That's not a terrible exhaust ability, actually, to have, especially since it's a 5 mana. I assume you can play it. It has haste. You then use exhaust. And boom, you've got a much bigger creature than you were supposed to start with. Ticket Tortoise. Stall out. Stun counter 1. Silken Strength. Untapping permanents. Siphon Fuel. We have seen this one. That guy looks really weird. What is he doing? -6/-6. Okay. Goblin Surveyor. This one might be new. It's new. It is new. 3 for trample, 3/2 goblin. Start your engines, max speed. Exile, draw a card. Okay. Cool. I feel like we've seen a bunch of those too. Maybe they are also doing the each color gets one. Oh, like literally. Alright, cool. Yeah. The scouts have the max speed, exile this card, and draw a card. And I've seen at least 2 of them, I think. So that's cool. A nice way to start your engine. Then they have the typical ability of their color. Cool. Horse Mount. More horses. Brightfield Mustang. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, untap it and put a +1/+1 counter on it. Nice. Alright, cool. So, got some decent things, I feel like. And Voyager Glide card was our rare of pack number X plus something. Alright. Going strong, going fast. Aetherdrift is all about going fast. So we gotta just burn through all of these packs. If you're just joining us, which I don't expect you to be doing it, but hey, the Void is still here. And you too, and I appreciate that. Thank you for being concurrent viewers. Aetherdrift, stuff, new. Token. treasure token. I kind of like that. Though it looks like it's a American car, like it's some sign of it looks like it's a car brand sign. Ooh, that is a very pretty forest. I like that. I very much like that. Look at the details. Also, Alphaba's driving, so someone help her. She's gonna crash. Our holographic is Glitch Ghost Surveyor. Ooh, and our rare. Ooh, there are 2 rares. Our rares are Caradora, Heart of Alercia, and Repurposing Bay, both of which are rares I haven't gotten, so I'm happy that we're continuing to give me new rares every time. Search your library for a mount or vehicle card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature of your control, put that many +1 as well. That is a very nice Human Knight green-white card to have. Love it. Repurposing Bay, artifact 2, tap, sacrifice another artifact, search your library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the artifact's mana value, put it into the battlefield, and then shuffle, activate only as a sorcery. Nice. That is cool. That is good rare for blue decks that are going to have creatures in them. Nice. Actually, no. I kind of want to show it all off. Okay. Treasure token over there. As for everything else, we have Racer Scoreboard. That one is new. Start your engines. When this artifact enters, draw 2 cards, then discard, and max speed spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Nice. That is pretty good. Carrion Cruiser, black 2, colorless vehicle. When it enters, mail 2 cards, then return a creature or vehicle card from your graveyard to your hand. Hand, but still. Wild Roads comes into play tapped unless you can have a mount or a vehicle. It's green, sacrifice it, create a pilot. Activate only as a sorcery. Cool. Interface ace number 4. Woo! I'm gonna like splash white into everything so I can use them if I make decks with the stuff, which I intend to. Anyhow, I have a playset, and that's great. Scrap Compactor. Sacrifices artifact, deals 3 damage. 6 and sacrifices artifact. Destroy a target creature or vehicle. Huh. Okay, well. Duskmourn used soul to fuel their thing. That's cruel. Siphon Fuel. Migrating Ketradome. This is new. It's a dinosaur and has reach, and it has gain 4 life when it comes into play, as well as cycling. Broadcast Rambler, we've seen that. Lightning Strike, we've seen that. And then Spectral Interference is new. Counter target artifact or creature spell unless its controller pays 4. See, that is a 2-mana spell that will allow you to hopefully keep your, deck from dying to whatever the ancestral thingy is, unless they pay 4, which I don't see a black deck being able to pay 4. But maybe they will. Anyhow, so again, Caladora and Repurposing Bay, we love those. And then our really gorgeous forest. I hope I get more of these. I think I only have 1 or 2 now, but well, maybe I'm overthinking it. All right, pack number, whichever pack. Clean that up. All right, pilot token, Scouted Barrens. Our holographic is a card we haven't seen. Crash and Burn. Oh, we have seen it. Never mind. Deal 6 damage. It's the 6 damage that reminded me. Bleachbone Verge. Okay. Well, now I have 2 Verges. Ooh, and they were nice enough to give me a Verge and a second rare. Ox Mount. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, put a +1 counter on target creature. Sacrifice this creature. Creatures you control with counters on them gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Oh, it's like a white version of the Tyrannid green card for 3 mana. That's cool. Cool. Oop. Mr. Bulwark, you're there. All right. Next is Akamont M1 Cat Raceway. We've seen that before. It's stage 2. Hour of Victory is new. It's the black. Nice. It's the black. Well, we'll just call it mono enchantments that do a thing. When it enters, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token, and at max speed, you can sacrifice it, search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Oh, nice. So at max speed, you get a 2-mana tutor. That's pretty good. Push the limit. This is also new. Return all mounts and vehicle cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. Vehicles you control become artifact creatures until end of turn. Creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. Nice. Expensive, but hey, I mean, if you're using a red goblin-y deck and you somehow make it to the need to have 7 mana, this would be the thing that pushes you over. Especially if you have a couple of those tap and gain 2 reds on the field because of their max speed ability. And we've still only seen one thing that takes max speed down. I was thinking there would be more, but apparently I'm not getting them. Camera launcher, engine rat, broken wings, those poor wings, Chitin Gravestalker, trip up, Ride's End. This one's new. Spell cost 3 less to cast if it targets a tap permanent. Exile. Ooh, 2 mana exile. Shoo. And Goblin Surveyor, our Goblin Scout. Love that one. Alright, Bulwark Ox and the Bleachbone Verge in pack number X+1, because I'm pretty sure last one was X. I don't know. We've done a lot. Shoot, we have done a lot. But we still have like 12 left, so here we go. Loud crackle of cellophane. Or tinfoil. 2/2 zombie. That's not creepy or anything. A mountain. And our holographic is Trade the Helm, which we got really early on and is a pretty decent control card. Strange control. This rare looks fun, I say without even reading it. Ovia Automech Artisan. Legendary creature, human artificer. For 4 mana, each creature that's attacking one of your opponents has trample. Ooh, an interesting commander card, maybe. You may put a creature or vehicle from your hand onto the battlefield. If you put an artifact onto the battlefield this way, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Wait, what? 1 mana tap, put something onto the... That's going in my big creature deck. That's also probably getting proxied into a bunch of other decks. That looks like a very good card. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Dang. Okay. We got the Cloudspire Coordinator. He creates pilots. Broodheart Engine. Saw that. 15's not bad. I would pay 15. I mean, I wouldn't pay 15. I hope I get extras, but I'll take the 1. Elf Ranger. Target creature gains trample until end of turn. Exhaust. Put 3 +1/+1 counters on this creature. Nice. Okay. Good way to spread some trample as you're attacking. Skybox Fairy. We saw that one. Flying basic starting column. We are now up to 3 mana rocks. Alcarian Jaguar. Packdoll Terror. This one's new. Artifact creature toy. Whenever this creature or another artifact you control enters, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Ooh. The last time I saw something that did this, I think, was 3 or 2 in Miraudon. Either way, that's a good card, in my opinion. Dinosaur, we've seen him. Howler's Heavy. It's a Seal Pirate. Again, these pirates are amazing, and I'm totally going to make a pirate deck. When this creature enters, you may sacrifice a creature or vehicle. When you do, destroy target artifact. Oh, that's pretty good. And finally, the Hull Drifter Flying. When it enters, draw 2 cards. I don't know if we've seen that before. I feel like we have, but still is a decent common. Once again, we pulled Avoya, and she's amazing, and I am totally for it. Yeah, good stuff. That is definitely going to be a highlight of somewhere. I like that card, so I'm happy to have gotten it. Thank you, Wizards, Luck, and the Void. And thanks to you to continuing to stick around and watch with me. Though I know you're loving this chair because you're like, I get to see all these cards. This is your fault I'm here. Art series. It is a something. It looks piratey, maybe. Forest. My holographic card is also a borderless card. That's nice. Ooh, that is very... What is this? Okay, 3. When this vehicle enters, search your library for basic land card reveal. Very standard. And nice that it's colorless. 6/5 exhaust. 5 mana. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Okay. It is a 6/5. Cruel. I don't know. No, I could see it going into a 5-color deck. Wastewood Verge. That's 3 Verges. This is the green and the black one. So, definitely seeing some black-white needs. Sabotage Strategist. This one's new for me. Flying Vigilance. Whenever one or more creatures attacks you, those creatures get -1/-0 until end of turn. Ha! Exhaust, put 3++ counters on this creature. Big exhausts give little pumps. It's fun stuff. Country Roads is also a new one. This is the white one. Sacrifice, create a pilot. All of them, I think, are sacrifice, create a pilot, aren't they? Huh. Fuel the Flames. Deals 2 damage to each creature. What? That's nice. Good stuff. And cycling. Okay. Ooh. Thundering Brood Wagon. Green, black. 2. Very appropriate. Thank you for giving me a Verge and giving me Menace Reach. When it enters, destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls with mana value of 4 or less. That could be big. It's expensive though. It's 6 for 6/5, but also Menace Reach. Well, I guess we'll see. Dynamite Diver. I think we've seen this guy too before. Pilot. When it dies, deals 1 damage. Pact Altair. Yay, we have 2 of them now. Nice. Toys. I can't believe they put toys in. Enchantment Aura. Spin Out for killing. Rider's End for exiling. Crash and Burn for burning. And another Blue Scout. Alright, so that was the Wastewood Verge and the Marshal's Pathfinder, which is really nice and pretty, even if it might not be a great card. I do like borderless cards. And it's shiny. Okay. Now for pack number 30x minus 11 or something. I don't know. Oh, wow, that's pretty. And it's signed. Gotta love the signed art series. Green. Holographic red version of the roads. A second unstoppable plan. I am not mad about that. Oh, shoot. Hey, Cherry. Tell me how much this one might be worth? I don't know, but it looks very... It's one of the, whatchamacallits, and it's borderless. It's too bad it's not holographic. Elemental Knight, Vigilance. When this creature enters, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3 colorless golem artifact creature token. When this creature dies, return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Cool. I would definitely be putting that into my Knight. Yeah, special guest. I know, right? What does that do? I would put it into my Knight deck because it needs more Knights. Alright. Cloudspire Sky Cycle. This one's new. Flying. When it enters, distribute 2+++ counters among 1 or 2 other target vehicles and or creatures you control. Nice. 4 mana. You get some ++ counters out there. 8. Yeah, well. Still cool, right? Locust Spray. 1. Target creature gets -1/-. Alright. Nice little ding going on there. Fanged Summoner. Skybox Fairy. I think the 3rd playset, a starting column. Broken Wings. This one's new. Grim Bauble. When this artifact enters, target creature and opponent controls gets -2/-2 until a turn, and then Surveil 2 by sacrificing it, like you do with all baubles. Gastro Blockbuster saw that. Spectral Interference saw that. And Light Shield Parry saw that. Alright, so pretty art card, a specials guest, and a second unstoppable plan. I revel in the fact that I have a second unstoppable plan. I'm definitely going to use that somehow, somewhere, at some point. Alright. Cool. That was a nice one. Very happy. Alrighty. Pack number pack. So much pack. Zombie. Windscarred Scrag, which I think completes my... No, probably not. I don't have 10 of them yet. But it's a new one, so that's nice. Wreck Remover is our holographic. And continuing from our Windscarred Crag, I got the Sun Below Verge. So now I have like 4 Verges. Also, they were nice enough to give me another rare. Web Strike Elite, 2 green, reach, cycling. When you cycle, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment with mana value 3. That's not terrible, I guess. A 2/3/3 web. Could be better, I'm sure. Marshall's Path Cruiser. We just saw that. This is the original art. Oh, so it was an alternate art on top of being borderless. I'll take it. Cool. Pace Setter Paragon. That one sounds new. Exhaust. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. It gains double strike until end of turn. Interesting. Back on track. The Web Strike Elite or the Sunbillow Verge? Lots of 15s. I'm not mad about 15s. I'm not actually going to sell any of these cards, probably. Unless I get another one of those ladies. Light Wheel Enhancements. Sorry. Which is the +1/+1 and has Vigilance and max speed. You can cast from your graveyard. Elite. Oh, that's pretty cool then. I guess people like it. I mean, it's versatile. I can see that. Stampeding Scurryfoot, Engine Rat. I think that's 3 of them now. That's definitely 4 of those guys. Ooh, another Goblin. Prow Catch Specialist. Haste, Exhaust. Put 2 +1 counters on this creature. Okay, 2 for 2/1 haste. That's a thing. And Lean and Severe. Alright, so that one went by quickly. We are definitely seeing a lot of repeats. And I got a Verge, and I got a Web Strike Elite. Coolio. On to the next one. Alrighty. Thopter Token. The red one, which is cool. That's pretty. Anyone else seeing that? Look at those details. That's some good stuff. Gotta love it. Alright. String Oil Gorger for the holographic, and then Market Back Walker for the rare XX. Creature enters with X +1/+1 counters on it. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, and when it dies, draw a card for each +1/+1 counter on it. I don't care about Aetherdrift anymore for this. This is 100% going into my Tyrannid deck. Or I would put it into the non-Tyrannid X deck that I'm thinking of building, because I really want to use that Priestess to just do double things. So you get 2 artifact creatures with X +1/+1 counters on it because of her ability, and then a lot of draw card when it dies. And it's a creature, not a vehicle or anything, so you can deck with it. Oh man, this is a good card. I need to make that deck. I need to figure out how I'm going to make that deck. She's expensive as all heck. Anyhow, Cloud Spire Sky Cycle, which we've seen before, distribute +1/+1 counters. Ooze Patrol, we have not seen this one. When this creature enters, mill 2 cards and put a +1/+1 counter on this creature for each artifact and or creature card in your graveyard. As it digested the demonic roadster, it too learned the thrill of speed. Dracosaur Auxiliary, Dinosaur Dragon Mount, Flying Haste. When it attacks while it's saddled, deals 2 damage to any target. Nice. Saddle is 3. Cool. Avishar, Stage 1. So now we have 2 Stage 1s and 2 Stage 2s. I would like it to get other things. Tap to add a mana of any color. Yep, we've seen him. Mutant Surveyor. We've seen him. Hazard of the Dunes. Determined Complaining about Worms. Leonin Surveyor we've seen. Clamorous Ironclad. That sounds new. Menace 6/3. That probably isn't new. Menace Creature. Hooray. Guidelight Optimizer. Add a blue, spend it only on artifacts or an ability. And then Kickoff Celebration, the red, start your engines. Alright. So, Market Back Walker, 100%. Love it. It's a great rare. I'm going to totally use it in my Tyrannid deck or into my new X deck, because Tyrannid doesn't actually have much draw cards, so that might actually be helpful. Especially because I can double it with the Priestess. I kind of want to look that up. I'll look it up later. I'm going to forget about it. We got this guy. Cool. Ooh, alright. Full Land Swamp. That's pretty. Holographic is a rare. A Bulwark Ox. And because I guess they gave me a holographic rare, they decided to give me a Yu Yanlin Windrider, our first actual mythic, I think, that I've pulled in this entire box. Human Wizard Pilot. When this creature enters, create a 3/2 colorless vehicle artifact token with crew 1. Vehicles you control have flying. Whenever one or more creatures you control with flying deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. That's a good card for 4 mana, I think. I could be wrong. But that is a great card to add to my pending red-blue pirate deck that I'm thinking about making. Well, I've already shown a Bulwark Ox, so that doesn't matter. But you Yanling. Alright. Gallant Strike. Destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater. That one's new. Oh, this is new. This is the blue legendary creature. Interesting. Kelowna Coral Tyrant. It is a 2 mana for a 0/8. Very interesting. Rocky Roads, which is the red pilot mountain. Yep. Risen Necro Regent. This one I think is new. Start your engines, max speed at the beginning of your end step. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Nice. That's cool. I've seen a zombie black deck with a similar effect on one of its cards, and so it's cool that you can make that here. Turtle. Shrieking Oil Gorger. Venom Sac Lakak. Rip Claw Mangler. This one's new. When it enters, each opponent discards a card for 4 mana. Everyone discarding a card. It's not terrible. Another Brightfield Mustang. Prow Catcher Specialist. And a Gear Seeker Serpent. Affinity for artifacts. 5/6. Can't be blocked this turn. Cool, cool. Alright, so kudos to our first actually drawn mythic. And for another full art land. Because we love those. Now I'm just picking randomly off the bottom of the box. Alrighty. Opening another one. Art card. And we got a holographic black-red one of the lands. Holographic Bestow Greatness. Ooh. A probably alternate art card for our rare. Mendicat Core Guidelight. Power is equal to the number of artifacts you control. Start your engines and max speed. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you may pay 1. If you do, copy it. Blue-white. Very interesting. I love that card. I don't think it would work in any of my actual current artifact decks, but if I pulled from Kamigawa and further, like, yeah. Shoo. Okay, we can make that happen. I'll have to think about it. Very pretty card. Very cool effect. Demonic Junker. Affinity for artifacts. When it enters, for each player, destroy up to 1 target creature that player controls. If a creature you controlled was destroyed, which it would be, I assume. Well, anyhow, put 2/+1 counters on this vehicle. So, like, sack a zombie, get a 6/5. Rollerblades, an equipment vehicle. That's new. Double strike. Equipped creature has double strike. Equip is 4, crew is 2. So you can actually play it and then use it as a vehicle, but then you can also equip it and give something double strike. That was very interesting. And my first equipment vehicle, and I just remembered that one of the really big things in this is going to be the Aetherspark, which is also an equipment vehicle. I have no aspirations of getting it, unless for some reason it's in the box topper, but it is cool that I just got my first equipment vehicle. Hellish Sideswipe, 1 mana for destroy a creature or vehicle if the sacrifice permanent was it. Your sacrificed permanent. If it was a vehicle, draw a card. So you get to destroy and you get to draw a card to make up for the fact that you had to sacrifice an artifact. As long as it's a vehicle, which there are cheap vehicles, so that could work. Oh, it's an equipment planeswalker. Okay, well then that continues my point in that equipment is getting some weird bits because we haven't had an equipment planeswalker either. So equipment planeswalker, equipment vehicle, both new with this set. Ooh, okay, well, I guess we'll see. Maybe I'll pull it. That would be interesting. Enters and whenever it attacks while saddled, create an elephant token. Oh, well, that's pretty good. Elephant that makes elephants. Wreck Remover, Grimbauble, Locksmith Surveyor. This guy's new. Start your engines. The Green Scout. Nice. Max speed, exile, and draw a card. Sky Streak Engineer, a pilot, flying, exhaust. Put 2+1 counters on this creature. Voyager Quickweld. We have seen that. Ooh, actually, now we have 2 of those. So a white-blue vehicle deck is looking better and better as I go. Gilded Goda, when it attacks while saddled, create a treasure token. And Midnight Mauler. Alright. So, Metacant Core, thank you. That is the rare of this one, and it looks super pretty. I like it. Little, like, goggle face thing. Alright. This stack's getting pretty tall. On to the next pack. I need a thing. And we're back. Lloyd didn't even notice that I was gone. Thank you, Boyd, for being so patient with me. And thank you to my consistent viewers. I appreciate you guys too. Thank you for the support. Treasure token. Seriously, every time I see it, I'm like, Mercedes or like, I don't know, not Toyota. One of the ones has triangles. Ooh, got myself a full art planes. That one looks nice too. I love those. Those are very pretty. Sweet. The holographic is a market back walker. Now I have 2 of them. Second mythic. Oil Deep Gear Hulk. Artifact creature construct. Lifelink Ward 1. When this creature enters, look at target player's hand. You may choose a card from it. If you do, that player discards that card and then draws a card. A mythic. Alright, the lifelink and the ward makes sense. 4/4 for 4 makes sense. And then you get to discard a card from their hand. It's a blue-black staple. And then they draw a card. Not sure how I like that. Oh, actually, there are plenty of blue-black things that would probably punish them for drawing the card. So yeah, yay, double rares, especially when one of them is the market back walker. So now I have one for my Tyrannid deck and one for my thingy deck, and I don't have to buy any of them, which is totally the point. Also, I'm obsessed with that commander. Reef Roads, it's the blue version of the pilot creation. Nesting Bot, we have seen this one. Start your engine and die, create a servo. Earth Rumbler, this one is new. Vigilance Trample, exile an artifact or creature card from your graveyard. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Nice, some good graveyard thingies. We got one in one of the first boosters that makes your opponent pay, or did you gain life? I think it was a lose life, gain life thing for things leaving your graveyard, so that's nice to have. Rocky Roads, again with the red pilot. Aether Jacket, Flying Vigilance. We've seen this one before. Interface Ace number 5. Chitin Greystalker. Pothole Mole. Gilded Goda. Gearseek Serpent. And another Voyager Quickweld, which I think brings me up to 3. So it's very much looking like there's going to be a blue-white deck. But yeah, second market back walker. I think if I get a third, I would be a little disappointed, but 2 is plenty. 2 is perfect and exactly what I needed. So thank you, box. Also, that one's holographic, so like, and it was a free rare for being holographic. So I'm happy with that. Real mess behind me. all those cards. All right, start your engines. Another Bloodfell Cave, and the holographic is Gastal Thrill Seeker. All right. Rare is Redshift Rocketeer Chief. Unfortunately, it's the only one, but here we go. It's a Goblin Pilot. Vigilance. Add X mana of any one color where X is Redshift's power. Spend this mana only to activate abilities. Exhaust. 12. Put any number of permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. I mean... I guess you can use her ability to pay for her exhaust, but then you'd have to have gotten her power up, which I guess is going to happen in red and green. Okay. I mean, I saw green goblins, so I guess red and green is the goblins this time around. That's interesting. And I have enough that I might have to just make a goblin deck. Who knew? I mean, it won't be a one color mono red goblin deck, so maybe it won't be as terrible or mean, but it's still, I mean, red green goblins, like that also could be very mean. Roadside Blowout costs less if the target's permanent with mana value of 1. Return target creature or vehicle and opponent controls to its owner hand, draw a card. I feel like we've seen that one before. Guidelight Synergist. I don't remember seeing this one. Flying, this creature gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. Ooh, and it's white. Ooh. Declarative. Our unit is only as strong as its network. Wretched Doll. I'm pretty sure it's the second time we've seen this, and it's still creepy, and I'm not a fan. Plow Through. Choose one. Target creature you control. Fights target creature and opponent control. No. Fighting. Well, okay, for 1 mana, I guess fighting is what has to happen. And then destroy target vehicle. Discard Disciple. Already got one of these. Already got one of these, and I'm going to use it for my Bird Commander deck. Which, I'm just going to take this and put it over there so I don't forget. Oh, that was so close, but absolutely so far. Okay. Get up and get that at some point. I know it's there now. Risky Shortcut. Draw 2 cards. Choose player. Loses 2 life. Run Over. This one is not new. That one's not new. Kickoff Celebration, Red Enchantment, Midnight Mangler, and Mario. I mean, Daring Mechanic. And that was Red Shift Rocketeer Chief for our rare. That exhaustibility is very interesting for red-green. Like, I mean, you can see it working for, like, I mean, you probably could do a Goblin Big Creature deck, but, interesting. Oh no, chat, we're down to our last 4. Oh, but hey, there's also the box topper, so stay tuned, chat and Void. All right, start your engines. Red, green, and a light shield parry. All right, ooh, yay. Okay, I'm kind of excited about this. I got the verbose host. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. Start your engines. You have no maximum hand size. Max speed if you would draw a card, draw 2 cards instead. Fuck, yes. This is another one that I would proxy across a bunch of different decks. It's 2 mana for a start your engines, no maximum hand size, and a max speed. Gets you 2 cards. And I don't know, I'd have to make a protection for everything and indestructible. I love this. This is a great card. I have no idea where I'm going to use it because I want to use it in 4 different places right off the top of my head. Dune Drifter, Or's Hob Vehicle. When it enters, return target artifact or creature card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It is an X card. It is X card that we spell. I'm not using black or white in that, so it doesn't matter. From return target artifact or creature card with mana value or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, that is cool. 2 mana for a return to battlefield for its cost. I'll take it. Spell Pierce. Counter target non-creature spell unless its control pays 2. Cool. Rise from the Wreck. Return up to 1 target creature card, up to 1 target mount card, up to 1 target vehicle card, and up to 1 target creature card with no abilities from your graveyard to your hand. Nice. Creature with no abilities, mount and vehicle. 3 mana. Considering this set, that is a really good card in comparison to, say, the last time I saw an effect like this, which was the Assassin's Creed red-white 2 colorless get one of everything except for maybe creatures. Or maybe you did get a creature, but you get like a creature, planeswalker, enchantment, artifact, blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, I like this. This is a good card. Adrenaline Jockey, Minotaur Pilot. Oh, another Minotaur. Whenever a player casts a spell, if it's not their turn, this creature deals 4 damage to them. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, put a +1 more. Nice. It's just like, you're going to try to do something, I'm going to just fuck you over. Stall out. We've seen that. Beast Rider Vanguard. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a permanent card from among them and put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. I may have gotten this before, but it was worth rereading. Also, is that like a lizard dog? What does that look like to you? Kind of a lizard dog? I don't know. Anyhow. Maximum Overdrive. Locksmith Surveyor. Collision Course. X damage to target creature where X is the number of permanents you control that are creatures and destroy. Oh, we've seen that one already. Lightning Strike and Bounce Off. So, our thing here is Verbose Host. Gotta love him. I have no idea what I'm going to do with him, but it is amazing. Too bad it's not holographic or alternate, but I will take it just to own the piece of cardboard and can say that I own it. Alright, countdown. 3 packs left. Vehicle token. Forest. Full art. Love it. And another Adrenaline Jockey, which is nice because I would love to have 2 of them. 1 rare this time, and it's Full Throttle. Hell yes! Oh man, that's a good one to have. After this main phase, there are 2 additional combat phases. At the beginning of each combat this turn, untap all creatures that attack this turn. Love it. So that's 6 mana for 3 combats. Untap all the creatures that attacked. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Voyage Home. Blue-white. Affinity for artifacts. You draw 3 cards and gain 3 life. Excellent. Excellent card to have. Aether Siphon, which looks like a rocket shark thing. Start your engines, draw a card, max speed. Whenever you draw a card, each opponent mills 2 cards. Nice. And 2 for draw a card. Very nice. Love that. Excellent addition to any blue deck. Hey, look, it's a Rocketeer Boost Buggy, which sounds like a goblin thing and is a goblin thing. Whenever it attacks, create a treasure token, and because of artifact, put +1 counters. Gastal Raider. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an instant or sorcery card from it that player discards. Oh. Both of my weird alternate art cards were vampires that weren't any more than commons, I don't think. Ah, well. Locksmith Surveyor, Streaking Oil Gorger, Migrating Ketradon, Gastal, Bounce, and another Goblin Warrior. Alright. Well, Full Throttle is cool. I'm glad to have gotten one of those too. Very excited about the things that I have seen. Countdown to the box topper. The second to last booster pack, play pack, whatever they call it now. Art. Planes. You know, I haven't actually gotten... There's a good thing that there's a second box coming because I'm definitely missing something that I should be getting and I want to get. Like, I'm pretty sure I don't have blues full color art, and I think red as well. I also got another one of these, which is again stage 1, and I haven't seen what's after stage 2, and I want to know that. Okay, we're getting a mythic today. Thunderous Velocipede. Trample. Each other vehicle and creature you control enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it if its mana value is 4 or less. Otherwise, it enters with 3 additional +1/+1 counters on it. Shoo! Okay, okay. 3 mana for a 5/5 Trample. Ooh. Alternate art. Haunted Hellride. Is it weird? There's something about the treatment of it that was like making it look strange from down there. Whenever you attack, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains death touch until end of turn. Untap it. Ooh, nice. Okay, Haunted Hellride. Alright, we got a Pit Automaton. Defender, spend on Activate. Yep, we've seen that guy before. Grease Ranch Goblin. He's new. Or maybe a she. Discard up to 2 cards. Draw that many. Put a plus. Oh, maybe we've had that before. Point is, more goblins for the Goblin Mill. Momentum Breaker. Oh, hey, it's the black enchantment. Start your engines. When it enters, each opponent sacrifices a creature or vehicle of their choice. Each opponent who can't discard a card, sacrifice, you gain life equal to your speed. Not bad. The sacrifice thing, but the entering for 2 mana, that's pretty good, actually. Lotus Guard Disciple. Skybox. Wreckage. Venom Sack. Bright Field Glider, this is new. A Possum Mount Vigilance. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, it gets +1/+2. Against flying until end of turn. Saddle 3. Okay. Gonna have a pilot on the field. Crash and Burn and Hull Drifter. Alrighty. Well, that was cool. I do like that I have this alternate Hell Ride thing. That looks cool too. Alright, chat. And Void. That's it for this pre-release box of awesomeness that we got. It was pretty awesome. There's some good stuff in it. I like it. But there's also some things that I'd like to see in my next box because I just didn't see them here. And it would be nice to get them just to like say, oh, I have those things. But maybe they're rare. Thopter, Island, and a holographic starting column. Ooh. Ooh. It's a mythic and a rare. How would that myth? I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just not. I'm going to get in trouble. 2 black, 3 colorless, flying trample, demon. Start your engines. At the beginning of your end step, you draw X cards and lose X life, where X is your speed. Interesting. That seems like a pretty darn good card. Yeah. And then Dog Mount. This creature enters with a +1/+1 counter on it. Yeah, that makes sense. Remove 2 +1/+1 counters from this creature. Destroy target artifact. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Got it. Okay. District Mascot. It's another dog. Actually, it's probably the dog that got gigantified in the green card that had the dog on it. That was cute. Or so I assume it was cute. Partials Pathfinder, we found that. Witherfolk Indomitable. Ooh, a new Scarecrow. You may cast this card from your graveyard by paying 2 life and sacrificing an artifact or creature in addition to paying its other costs. That seems like a lot. 2 life. Artifact or creature in addition to paying its other costs. So you have to pay 4, 2 life, and a creature. Alright, Plow Through. Seen that. Light Wheel Enhancement. Seen that. Grim Bauble. Hazard of the Dune. Deathless Pilot. Nice. Black stuff. Magmakin. And Sky Streak. And I'm pretty sure that is that. Alright. A good ending, right? Getting both a rare and a mythic. Alright, and now for the thing that everyone has been waiting for. And by everyone, I mean one person. And I appreciate you so much. Without further ado. Ooh. Okay, that's kind of pretty. 2 gleaming first place foils. A tantalizing prize for a high stakes or friendly match. Set this aside for would-be winners or claim the card for your own collection. I am now almost scared to open these. Could you please open in an easier fashion? Oh, okay, the card's not here. Cool, I'll just do this. Alright. And now, for 2 cards in the color that you hate the most. A Swamp and a Market Walker. Oh, man, that's funny. Alright. Okay, well, now I have 3 of them. Alright, and that was my box topper, people. Sorry it was a bit of a disappointment. Thank you for joining me, or not joining me, while I opened these Aetherdrift cards. I hope that this has helped you in some way if you are someone watching this video afterwards. And I would like to thank chat and the Void for coming and seeing me again as I did this opening. So, what is that thing? good night and good luck. That's probably not it. Anyhow, again, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.